Hey everybody, I'm pretty excited because today I'm going to be dropped off in Oceanside, California, at which I'll make my way down in the direction of the Mexican border, possibly get into Carlsbad or Encinitas, and there's going to be a lot of fun things along the way, and I can't wait to share this journey with you, so come along and let's have some fun. So this is where the journey starts, Oceanside Harbor. I'm going to head south. I'm coming in the back gate by Camp Pendleton. So we're going to go ahead and hike this way, and we're going to walk all the way around into the harbor and check out what's happening there. Well, we made it. This is Oceanside Harbor. We're going to go ahead and make our way down to Oceanside Pier. As you can see, here's the pier in the background, and we're going to go ahead and walk down that way. I'm going to walk around. If it was low tide, I could make it through here, but I'm going to walk up and around this bridge and then back out and head on that way. So let's start this journey and have a good time. Pier. I'm going to go ahead and take you out on a walk on the pier, and it should be some fun. So I'm at the end of the pier right now, and there's a Ruby's Diner at the end, so it's probably pretty expensive, and it might change over the years, the name of it, but you can eat out at the end of the pier here. So let's go ahead and head on back that way. Okay, so now I'm on a street, it's called the Strand, and essentially you pull down by the pier and you can go ahead and drive this big long road with your lifted truck, your lowrider, your racer, whatever you drive. This is the chance to drive down this and look as cool as you can, maybe try to pick up some chicks. I hope my girlfriend didn't hear that, but this is the spot where you're going to go. A lot of Marines, and a good diverse culture here, a lot of fun. So we're going to keep on going. This is about a half mile to Strand, and it parallels right with the ocean behind me. What do you know? I bumped into Bruce, Oceanside trench coat guy. Get up here, Bruce.
Hello, yeah, this is Bruce, the Oceanside trench coat guy. Like him, I have my own YouTube channel.
He's got a YouTube channel, so it's called Oceanside Trench Coat Guy. If you can't find him, I'm actually subscribed to him, so that'll help you out. And Bruce has lived in Oceanside for how long?
I came to Oceanside itself in 1995.
1995.
But I lived in Cardiff from 1966 until 95. and I was a member of the Oceanside Four-Wheelers Jeep Club in 1968. So I was up here in Oceanside for social activities even in the 1960s.
Did you used to surf at one time?
Years and years ago. Too hard on the knees.
Did you longboard or surf? Or?
Longboard.
Longboard.
They didn't have the shortboards then.
Did they have woodies back then?
When I was a little kid, they had wood boards with a fork.
Yeah.
To let the water out.
Nice. He drives an old school Ford. Did you say a Model A?
Model A 1931.
A Model A 1931. I seen it in one of his videos. It is amazing. I was pretty happy. One thing I wanted to ask you is, what inspired you to start your YouTube channel?
There were people who asked me to do it.
Yeah. People look concerned.
Yeah.
Like when you go out, they want to help you, and that's the part where I start laughing. I think it's funny and stuff. Like they come out and they're really concerned for you.
Yeah.
So,
I just had one just last week. A guy named Sam who was I guess he was about 17 or 18 maybe. And he came out there and he was from inland somewhere. And he was all concerned. And I videoed the whole thing.
oh wow. Yeah, he's got so many good videos, you guys. I think he has like 180 subscribers. He'll hit 200 really quick and stuff. But his videos are amazing. He goes all over San Diego, right?
Yeah, I go down to Mission Bay. I go down to Del Mar. I have not done it to St. Helena yet, but I am going to do that.
Yeah.
Because I don't like driving all the way to Camp Hedland without being able to stop somewhere.
Yeah.
But I will do that because I want to scare those tourists up there.
Well, I want to tell everyone, if you want, check him out, Oceanside Trenchcoat Guy. Amazing channel. Part of it's pretty funny and stuff, because there was one time I think a news company came out, right? Was it here?
Yes, Jeff Everett.
What channel?
Channel 8 News.
Channel 8 News, and they were filming him. So this guy he's the real deal here. But I want to go ahead and thank you for coming out, and it was a pleasure meeting you, Bruce.
All right, pleasure meeting you too.
Yeah. Oceanside Trenchcoat. Boom. That's the man.
And I like walking too. I go 5 miles every single day.
You walk 5 miles every day?
Wet.
Oh, wet.
Yeah.
I thought you got in your car with the trench coat on wet and drove home.
Can't do that anymore. I put the trench coats in buckets because I'm driving a brand new Chevy Bolt electric car, and I do not want to get the interior all bucked up.
Nice. He's driving an electric car now.
Yes,
so
I am.
That is awesome. Well, I love your videos, and I wish you the best of luck on YouTube. And I'm so happy that I got to meet you.
Happy to meet you too. But I still have the Model A.
He still got the Model A though.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll hang out for coffee one of these times. See you, everybody.
Go for a ride in the Model A.
Oh, maybe go for a ride in the Model A. Yeah.
There you go.
Hey everybody, I'm cruising down the 101. Tide is really high, so there's no way I can go down the beach right now. I think it's low tide at 12 midnight tonight, so I'm about a block or two in. I'm taking the 101 highway, just a small little byway or whatever, and I'm just almost hitting Carlsbad right now. So we're going to go ahead and continue the journey. A lot of boring walking, so I don't want to bore you, but I'll go ahead and check back in once we start getting into Carlsbad. All right? as you come to the end of this strand that we're on, what comes into view is you're going to see this giant wastewater plant, and they actually filter the water before it goes back. They treat it before it goes back into the ocean with a bunch of different techniques that they have to treat water. And what we're going to do is we're going to make our way down that way and just keep going. But that's a good indication that you've probably traveled maybe 4 miles, between 4 and 5 miles from Oceanside Pier to this spot. You can see this on a clear day if you stand on the pier and you look out, you'll be able to see this wastewater plant. So let's go ahead and make our way down that, and it's right along the beach the whole way, whether it's high or low tide. The beach is beautiful here, plenty of dirt to go out and stuff. So let's keep going and see how far we can get. Starting to get pretty tired. So this walk's getting pretty long. Kind of gets boring after a while. You're walking, and you get into these zones to where you just don't want to do anything. It's like, ugh. Well, I'm just coming out of that. Maybe I was dehydrated, but back, I feel a little bit more refreshed, and up behind me here is that big wastewater place that I was telling you about right here. So we're this far, and looks like I might still have some light here for another hour or two, so I'm going to keep pushing on. Hopefully I don't have to walk too far in the dark, but we'll see what happens. Okay, this spot right in front of the wastewater plant, the surf spot, it's called Warm Waters. Kind of pretty. Looks like up here it's high tide, the water's crashing up against those rocks. So being that it's an extremely high tide today, I'm just going to go back up on the street again. It's probably one of the highest tides of the month right now, and low tides at like 12 midnight. So it's a beautiful beach. So this spot right here, as you're coming from Warm Waters, the next in the power plant's right here. I see the power plant right now. Okay, the next spot is called, that's Houses. It's an old spot. There's no official name for it, but that's what we've always called it growing up surfing, Houses. I seen a pretty good sized leopard shark when I was younger surfing Houses. I cut my lip open on the surfboard. I was duck diving a wave, and it hit my head so hard, it hit my face into the surfboard real hard, and my bottom teeth went through the bottom upper lip of my mouth, and I started bleeding. One drop in the water, and within a couple minutes, leopard shark. So, good thing is leopard sharks don't have teeth. So, well, they do, but they're so small, you know, very small sharks. Nothing to be concerned about. Well, I'm just going to keep going up here. Going to have a little stretch of highway. So, let's gonna get boring. I'm gonna turn it off. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look back at where I just came from. Beautiful the way the water hits that embankment. See, there's no way I could have made that down there. See, with the high tide and the water comes in, you can't cut around that cliff. So you got to watch out for sections like that. You got to watch out not to get caught in these little bad areas, bad zones. Really high tide today for some bizarre reason. Hey everyone, so I'm about a few blocks away from the Carlsbad campground, and I would recommend to stay there if you're going to do this hike on the first day. So you're going to go from Oceanside Harbor, and then you're going to head on down to the Carlsbad campground. And you're going to want to check on your maps to find out about how far that is. If it's 10 miles, 15 miles, you're going to want to stop there. If you're carrying a pack or something, you have a tent, and you're able to camp there. It's great stuff. You could camp here and go on. You go on from there. Now the campgrounds are a little bit expensive. I'm going to try to find out the prices of what they are, and I'll run them across the bottom of the screen. Run a couple prices across, but last I checked, yeah, they're a little bit expensive, but you know, so we'll have to compare that with what it would be just for a hotel or something. But it'd be a great place too if you really want to get a good experience out of all this. And I've stayed there a couple times. They got some nice showers and some stuff. So if you wanted to go from Oceanside Harbor and stay at the Carlsbad campground, take a shower there, clean up, camp, whether it's in a hammock or a small packable tent, and then head out the next day from there. And if you're lucky, depending on how far you want to hike and stuff, but you could make it into La Jolla, you could make it into Pacific Beach, or even Ocean Beach, depending on how far you want to get done in one day. But I'm not going to try to get too much done today because the tide is just so high. I really want to do some of the hikes with the tide a little bit lower, so I'm not forced to walk on a street above the beach, and I'm able to walk down there because it's beautiful. Right now when the sun's setting like this, it's just so beautiful on the sea cliffs and everything. You get this light brown cool effect. It's just nice and stuff. So go ahead and shut up and keep on hiking though. There's Carlsbad right up there. Carlsbad campgrounds. Okay everybody, everyone's here at the campground. Seems like a lot of people getting out their midnight beverage and enjoying their time with their families here. So I'm going to flip the camera around and take some photos of what this campground looks like so you guys can see. Well, back that way is that's where I came walking from. I'm kind of tired, so I'm going to take a little break. But I want you guys to know that for some weird reason, I came into some real lucky news tonight. I walked into the campgrounds here. I asked if you have any sort of availabilities open, and for some crazy reason, they had a cancellation. and they were able to squeeze me right in. Last spot of the day, I'm not picky. It's 60 bucks when you're right on the ocean. Oh man, that's a huge wave over there. Wow. So it's 60 bucks when you're right on the ocean and 35 when you're one street in. I got the $35 spot, of course. So I could get a better breakfast tomorrow and stuff, I don't know. But it's just beautiful out. I'm happy to have that spot. I better get my tent set up. It might be, if we're lucky, maybe we'll get a really nice time lapse of the sunset. But I better get my tent up before dark here and find out where to get some wood. They have fire pits and stuff, so I think there's a store close by. I'll try to grab maybe a beverage and then some wood, start a fire. As you can see in the background, the fire that I've made is pretty much almost out. I'm really tired. It's been a long day. I've had a couple sandwiches, a few beers. I'm really tired. I'm ready to call it a night. I don't have a really extensive camping kit with me, so I just bring a generic tent, very lightweight. I'm using a lightweight SOL Escape Bivy Light SOL, and I kind of already feel kind of warm in it. Maybe it's more than what I need. In California, the temperatures don't drop very cold, so this should be plenty enough for, whatever I need. And I have a real good feeling that tomorrow is going to be a super fun day. I'm really excited for some fun things that might come my way. And I think it's low tide at around noontime, a couple hours after noon. So I want to get out there early, maybe get an early morning time lapse of the sun coming in, and have a nice breakfast. Maybe I could find a good head shop along the way in the morning, and just get out there and have some fun. I want to hike along the sea cliffs, and if it's low enough tide, I might be able to make it all the way to Del Mar on low tide and not have to cross up on any roads. The first half of my adventure has been kind of about 50% on road, which that's not what this is about. This is about being on the beaches, seeing the sand, a lot of fun things, being off the road, off the pavement. I didn't know that the first day of this hike was going to be really super high tides. So as the hike progresses, the tides are going to get lower and lower, which would mean I would have more chances to film stuff on the beach, walk further at night and in the day. And so I'm going to call it a night. I'm beat, I'm tired, and I think I deserve a little bit of rest. So good night, and thanks for sticking in with me all day long, and we'll see you in the morning. Okay? See you, everybody. everybody. I had a great night's sleep. Slept pretty good. I used a little bivvy in my little packable tent that I had, and found a sandwich place, got some firewood, stayed up pretty late, got pretty tired, but I'm ready to hit the road today and get my feet wet. Low tide should be around 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock, so I need to get out there and cover some territory. Maybe get into Del Mar, Powerhouse Park out there, if I can. So let's get back on the road and let the adventure continue, I guess. See ya.